Hey there, sixth graders. This is Mr. Polly's, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a folder for your digital story book report, and also this will explain how to save it, where to save it, and all that good stuff. It's going to be kind of short and sweet, so I'll just get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is save a folder onto your P drive. So you're going to need to create a folder, and everything that we make that's associated with this book report is going to go in that folder. I am working at home right now, and I'm creating the screencast at home, so it's going to be a little bit different, but I'll explain it, and it should be pretty easy to understand. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my drive, and then my computer right now looks a little different, but you're going to go to the computer and select your P drive, and I'm just going to save it to my hard drive here. But again, you're going to click on your P drive. I'm going to pretend this is my P drive, the documents. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this Book Report Digital Story. Okay, so I've got that done, and I think I'm okay. I can go ahead and just click off that. There it is. And I'm going to get out of there for a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Paint to create our images for the story. And so I'm going to go to Paint. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time in here right now, but basically, there's a lot of functionality. You're going to create 3 slides. You probably just need to play with it a little bit, but basically there's a lot of different options. I can create this, and I can use different brushes to draw in here, but you're going to write the title of your book and the author and make pictures that illustrate. When I'm all done, I know this is pretty rudimentary and it's not that cool, so I'm just going to pretend that this is a completed slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to save this as, and I'm just going to go Save As. I want to save it into that folder that I've created on my P drive. So I'm going to open up that folder, and there's my folder right there, and I'm going to call it Report. No big deal. Save it into that folder. I have to select that, and I gotta double click it and open it. I'm gonna save that in there. Okay, so I've got that done. Now what I'm gonna do is start working. I've got something going on here. I'm gonna get out of that. I'm gonna start working in Photo Story. So I open up Photo Story 3. This is after you have all your images done, ready to go. And I'm going to begin a new project. I'm going to import my pictures. Where do I go? To my P drive, and let's see where I put mine. Mine are in libraries. So I'm going to just select my P drive. Here's mine. There's that picture I made. So you would have 3 pictures in here. You just select them, click OK. Right now I've got it, so it's good to go. Now we also have the text we've created. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead, no, never mind. I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm going to get ready and record. So I'm going to record what I've created as far as the writing that's going to go behind this slide. And let me get that started. Test, test, test. 1, 2, test, test. I stop it, and I can preview it. Test. 1, 2. So everything's good there. If I didn't like it, I can delete the narration, but I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna go to Next, and we're not gonna put any music with our story today, but that's something we might do in the future. Again, what I want to do is I want to save this to a specific location. I want to get out of there for a minute. So I'm gonna browse my place, and there it is. It's my folder on the P drive. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to save it as a Windows media file. But the one thing I have to do is I have to go to Next again, and it's got to build the project. And if you don't get to that part, you're going to have some issues. Now I just want to make sure this is actually saved in that folder, so I'm going to go back into my P drive and let's see, documents. There's my folder. Let's see if it worked. Looks like it did.
Test. 1, 2.
Test. Okay, so that worked. And that's really it. Everything needs to be saved in that folder on your P drive, including finishing your project in there, and that's really important. So make sure you do all that. Alright, we'll talk to you soon.